Hey, good people, it's Carla P. Yarbrough of carlapyarbrough.com. And I was thinking about you today because you know I am always thinking about you. And today, when I was thinking about you, it's because I got angry. I don't watch a whole lot of news. I really don't. And because it's just too depressing. I really don't. So, but, I still get information over, internet, online, stuff like that. Right. And I just heard about I've been hearing about so many companies that are laying off people by the thousands. And I was like, why? And it's not, it's just kind of like nonsensical right now as to what's going on. And I'm like, it just seems like, from what I can ascertain, that since we had the tumultuous thing happen a few years ago, put it that way, that the corporations have been really trying to control the people even more. And people have decided that they found out that they can actually work from home and take care of their families a little bit better that way. And then we have this new generation that's just really just decided they are not going to do things the way we did them back in the day, because they figured there's a better way. But the corporations have been just like really dogmatic, and it's like they're really trying to put the people in a chokehold. And I don't know where you live. I mean, I'm in the States, and I'm quite sure some of this is probably going on around worldwide, but I know that it's happening here in the States, that people are, I'm just seeing video after video about people that really are struggling. They're making, either they're making more money than they've ever made in their entire life and they can't support their family, or they've lost their jobs. And then to hear that all these companies have just been laying off people by the thousands, and now people have to compete with like things like AI that's coming out, that has come out, and it's also taking a lot of jobs. Listen to me. I'm going to propose something, because first of all, anybody knows me, knows I'm all about purpose. And if you are on this channel, you already know that this purpose is about this channel is about purpose, because it is my purpose to help people find and walk out the purpose that God has in their life. So we got that. Here's what I'm proposing. I need you, if you are listening to this, share with other people. Find small businesses that you can utilize to get your goods and services. The people that these small farmers, the farmers markets, people that make beauty products like your soaps and your lotions and things that you need, and different oils that you need for your skincare. These holistic doctors that have learned a lot about how to take care of the body using herbs and the things that God put in the earth. All of these various things. Start utilizing these people, because these people are already walking out the purpose that God has for their lives, right? And their purpose is to help you. And so if you start utilizing them, they're sustaining their life. But that's the first thing. So first thing is, start using the small businesses, and stop giving so much money to these corporations that don't care about you. Matter of fact, first of all, they all are already, so many people are sick and from chemicals and all kinds of, we already know that. I'm not going to go into all that, but start using the small business owners. They're walking out their purpose, and their purpose is to service you and make sure you have the goods and services that you need to sustain your life with your family. The second thing I'm going to tell you to do is go find your purpose. You need to find the purpose that God has for your life, because God's purpose for your life is made to, one, sustain your life. He understands that we live in an economic world and we need money to take care of our families. But if you don't know what your purpose is, if you have not talked to Him and tried to find out what He has for you to do, you're at the mercy of these corporations, because you're just working job after job for them, and they can do what they want to do. They can let you go or keep you. But listen, what God gave you, He ordained, and He will bless. He promised that if you seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and everything that you need will be added unto Him. That also includes the purpose that He gave you. That kingdom, His righteousness, that includes what he gave you to do to build the kingdom of God. And that does not necessarily mean that you have to be working in the church. There are so many things that are outside of the body of outside the church walls that need to be done. People need cleaning people, they need sanitation, they need all the goods and services, they need food, they need clothing, they need technology, and somebody is purposed to do every single industry. And it doesn't necessarily have to fall up under these conglomerate corporations that are taking advantage of the people, and now the people are without. Because if they can lay you off and they can control your livelihood, they can control your money, guess what? They control your life, they control your family's life, they control how you take care of your children. They have you at their mercy. God never intended for his people to live like that. He never intended his people to be controlled like that. He gave you your purpose to sustain your life, to help one another. Your purpose is to help someone else. And if we are all contributing to this commerce system, if we're all contributing and sharing and buying from one another, small business to small business, person to person, we are helping one another. Everybody has what they need, and we're utilizing our purpose in the way God intended. God never intended for these big corporations to control his people. That is not of him. That's greed, and greed is not of God. It is not of God. I don't care what anybody tells you. Now, is everybody going to be an entrepreneur? No. But guess what? Some of these small businesses also employ people that are not the entrepreneur, but they are the worker bee. They have skills that farmer can use. They have skills that person that makes the beauty or health products can use. So these small businesses hire too. So someone is purposed to help that farmer. Someone is purposed to help that holistic doctor. Someone is purposed to build that app, and someone is purposed to keep that app running. But we need to help one another find your purpose. God did not intend for you to be in a chokehold by these companies and you can't feed your family. He knows that you need money, and he knows that your kids need shoes. Find your purpose. I'm looking at these companies and these corporations that are getting greedier, and how these systems are just, oh my goodness, they are just destroying the people. They are just destroying people. And people have no idea what to do. Get on God's plan. That's what you do. Get on God's plan. Now listen, my purpose is to help you find and walk out your purpose. If you don't know what God has purpose for you to do, guess what? He loved you enough that he had me sit down and put this together just for you. Look at that. Look at that. Truth about purpose and how to find it. You can find it. If you click the link in my bio, you can find it. It's not expensive, because guess what? My purpose is to help you find your purpose, not to keep it from you. So no, it's not expensive. I understand that we are in challenging times. God understands that you are in challenging times. So when he priced it so that you can get it, because he knew that you would need it. That there are those of you that would need it, and you would need it soon. And it's not even big. He knew that you didn't have a whole lot of time to be reading, because you got to get on it, because your family needs you. Your children need you to walk out your purpose so that he can bless it. And you don't have to worry about these corporations laying you off. You don't have to worry about them controlling your life. He never intended for his people to live that way. He never intended for it. He loves you enough to give you a purpose that will sustain your life and be able to help somebody else so that their lives can be sustained as well. Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing, I was watching something today, and they were just going through the list of all these companies that this company is laying off 1,200 workers, and this company is laying off 750, and this company laid off this many, and I was just, and these are big companies. and this company's laying off 17% of their staff. I was like, oh my goodness, what are these people going to do? And the Lord was like, listen, Carla, just tell them. Keep telling them until they listen. I have something for them. I designed a plan for them, and their plan is to, and my plan is for them to walk out the purpose that I have for them so that their lives can be sustained and that they can help one another. Help one another. Nobody being greedy, but helping one another. So these corporations cannot just take over and destroy our lives. That's what I want to say to you today. God loves you. He put together a plan, and his plan is through purpose. He created you with a purpose. He says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and to bring you to an expected end. He has a plan to prosper you. He knew you before he formed you in your mother's womb, what he was going to give you to do. He knew you were coming, so he prepared just for you. And part of that preparation was to give you a purpose to sustain your life so that you did not have to be controlled and bullied and harmed by evil corporations that are taking advantage of you. Okay? That's all I wanted to say to you today. You know I love you. You know I love you. Please find your purpose. Please find your purpose so that God can take care of you. He'll bless it. He promised he would. He'll take care of you and your family. That's all I wanted to say. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.